Hey guys, Marsegan here, bringing another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and so today we are going to check out the new DAIMA Super Saiyan Mini Goku at 55%. Shout out to everyone that came out to the stream for the summons. This intro animation is so cool, by the way. I love this touch here, where it's like the rock floats past his eye and then it's blue. Like, that's so cool. Yeah, I did not pull my own Goku, so I've had to cobble together a very weird team build so that we could use his 200% lead for, like, basically I had to build a team where he was getting the 200% lead from my leader, but also so we could build a team that actually fits together, because Goku's leader skill is transformation boosts or Dragon Ball Seekers, and then Glorio's is like accelerated battle or battle of wits. And trying to find a combination that we could put together so that all of them were together on the same team was super awkward. But this is Goku, 55%, level 1 links, freshly pulled. We're going to try him out here and see how good he is. Glorio is on the team. Glorio was on the first turn, so Glorio's support is in play because I floated him off on in slot 3. So Goku's starting off with 145k defense here with 3 links active. Same Warrior Race, Super Saiyan, Prepared for Battle, and Fierce Battle. So, as I said, his leader skill is Transformation Boost or Dragon Ball Seekers, and then he gives 30% to Pure Saiyans or Accelerated Battle. There's actually not as big of a crossover as I thought. Like, Transformation Boost and Pure Saiyans is actually a very small selection. So his leader skill combo is certainly interesting, but obviously when it comes to the 170, like, Transformation Boost has a lot of really good characters on it. And then his super attack greatly raises attack and defense for 3 turns, does immense damage to the enemy, and then raises allies attack by 41% for 2 turns. So everybody on the next rotation, and if there's anyone on the turn after he attacks, that stacks per super. So if he does a double super, everyone gets 82% attack, and that applies to the next rotation as well. And then obviously if he does a triple super, it's 123%, which is pretty crazy. So he has his entrance animation. That gives him 20% damage reduction and an extra 20% dodge for the 1 turn on his first turn. He has 3 key, 200% attack and defense, reduces damage received by 30%, so obviously on his first turn it's 50, and he has a high chance to dodge, which would be 50, so on his first turn it's 70. He gets an additional 100% defense and chance to dodge 20% as the first or second attacker in the turn. So that means on turn 1, again, in like slot 2 or 1, he would have 90% chance to dodge. Additional attack 100% and launches an additional attack that has a high chance to become a super as the second attacker. So bear in mind, because the other one is for the defense and the extra dodge chance is slot 1 or 2, we can put him in slot 2 and get both of these buffs. Then he gets 200% defense when receiving an attack. He gets an additional attack 50% up to 200 with each attack received or evaded, starting from the next attacking turn after he evades the 5th attack in battle, or starting from the 6th turn from his entry turn, and he gets an additional 159% attack and attacks effective against all types. So if we can get him to dodge enough in turn 1, he can get all of those buffs like straight away. How many attacks do we have? So we could just put him in slot 1. He has a 90% chance to dodge if he's in slot 1 and 50% damage reduction. Definitely could be a little bit risky, but he could get all of his procs active here, so I kind of want to do it. So we'll do that, and then I guess we'll go for Trunks, and then that does leave us in a... Oh no, we can get the 6 orbs actually. So yeah, we'll just do that then. So alright, let's see what our boy is looking like here. So he didn't dodge, but he takes double-digit damage. Obviously, if he takes the hits, it's also fine. So there's 3, 4, and then the super from Videl. We get the dodge, there we go. 7.8 is his first attack stat here. Okay, so obviously that's not that crazy, but he is 55% level 1 links. He didn't get any additional attacks because obviously he's not in slot 2 to get that chance from his passive, and obviously being 55% level, like, he doesn't have any additional. So that does mean everybody else has the 41% extra attack now for this turn and the next turn. So God Goku, obviously it's not as crazy as like Glorio's support, so, but we're still going to be able to hit a little bit harder here. And of course it carries over to the next rotation, and then if you're running Glorio on the team as well, then that could be like, that can add up to a lot of extra attack power. And obviously Goku and Glorio are on each other's 200% leader skill. So if you do pull both of them, then obviously running them together, that team's going to have a lot of support working for it, which is going to be very, very interesting. So we'll see how we get on. Like I say, I did not pull Goku. I'm probably not going to do any more summons. I mean, I basically used all of my stones anyway. So as we slowly start to replenish with like the new events that come out and stuff, I will probably have to just leave it as it is. But I want to get Vegeta floated off here and have him linked up with the Goku, I think, because they share a decent amount of links once this guy's transformed. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. And then, yeah, obviously Vegito getting boosted at the moment is good because he gets the extra stats and everything. Because normally we wouldn't really be using Vegito as like a main rotation character, but, you know, he can still come in clutch. Goku dodging the super. There we go. Dodged both the supers and 8 are normal. That's the opposite of the usual bad Dokkan luck memes, so we'll take that. But yeah, very weird team that I've had to put together in order for everyone on the team to be getting the leader skill from both characters. Not necessarily even the full 200%, but just to be getting like the 170. Very weird team build. I wouldn't be recommending this as a build for like difficult events and stuff, but obviously for me, having not pulled Goku, this is my best way to actually be able to showcase him at 55%, and he is at least getting double 200% leader skills because he's got his own and then Glorio's, so we can see his numbers and see what he does. Ideally we want to put him in slot 2, but like I say, I wanted to get him in slot 1 on that first turn just so he could take all of those attacks, because now his passive is fully built up after the first turn, which means his active skill will also be available, but we won't use that straight away because that is an attack active skill. We'll save that for a little bit, but yeah, that's going to be available straight away. So he should look pretty good from this second turn forwards. We'll put him in slot 2. We'll get this Vegeta obviously there to be the slot 1 unit for him. Once he's transformed, they'll share a few links. Like Goku has a very sort of typical Super Saiyan Goku link set, so he links with all the characters you would think to team him with, right, for any general Super Saiyan Goku, which is good. So we got Glorio. I guess we'll just do this here for now. So we've got Super Saiyan Pred for Battle Fierce Battle. Let's do this. So yeah, Goku's active skill, just to clarify the details, can be activated after the character evades 5 or more attacks in battle. So we did that on turn 1, or starting from turn 6. Massively raise attack temporarily, does ultimate damage to the enemy. So we're not going to worry about that too much now. So we'll just do this. His start of turn defense is now 187k. So bear in mind, now that we have got this bit activated down here, so he's got the 200% extra attack. And now starting from the next turn after we've evaded 5 attacks, which we have, an extra 159% attack and attacks effective against all types. So his numbers should jump up pretty significantly. We saw from the first turn. God, Goku not dodging the super. I hate to see that, but is what it is. But yeah, I wonder, like, he's gonna, like, his damage potential is increased by so much from getting all those dodges, so very interested to see what he's going to do here on turn 2. And obviously now that he's in slot 2, he has that extra chance to do the additional super, and then that just means more potential support for all the characters on the future turns, especially with the Glorio floating as well. Like, if Goku got a triple super and then we have Glorio in slot 3, the units on the next rotation are getting 173% extra attack. And then you think about like using a damage dealing active skill. Yeah, he jumps up to 14.9. So he's like almost doubled his damage output. And then unfortunately the passive is only a normal. But it is what it is. And he's still got the, what, 70% chance to dodge? Oh no, it's 50% now, right? Because it's 70, but he gets the extra 20% on turn 1 and an extra 20% for being in slot 1. So if he's not either of those, he still has 50%, which is obviously still good. And still has 30% damage reduction after the first turn. His post-super defense is definitely not too shabby either. It's nothing crazy. Like, when it comes to the toughest, like, hardest hitting bosses in the game, if he's not dodging super attacks, like, he will potentially take a lot of damage. But Now that we've got all this like crazy support, like this is going to be a wild turn. Because like you have guaranteed, you can actually active skill now as well, although it doesn't really help us at this point for anyone else on the rotation. Let me just do this, get the guaranteed dodge, and then let you do that. But yeah, bear in mind all that attack support we now have, and then Vegito transformed into Vegito Blue, guaranteed dodge, and then yeah, 10.8. Like Goku is definitely going to be good if you've pulled Goku yourself, like running the double Goku leads team. The amount of support that you can get, because it's for the 2 turns, so like if you're using them both in slot 2, the unit in slot 3 on the 2nd turn is going to be getting an insane amount of attack support. And if that is Glorio, who you're using on the team as well to be another floating support, not only is he providing all that crazy support, but he can do insane damage as well. So if he's in slot 3 on a turn where you had like 1 Daima Goku on like turn 1, then Daima Goku on turn 2, with him in slot 2 and Glorio in slot 3, like Glorio is going to do insane damage because of the buffs from the 2 Daima Gokus and then his own support and just the crazy performance that he puts out as well. So these units definitely are very, very good, definitely very powerful. I say maybe I might get, there's like one final ticket pack that I can get for Goku's banner, which I might still go ahead and pick up, but when it comes to actual stones, I'm definitely not going to be doing any more summons on these banners. It took me basically 750 stones to pull Glorio and all the tickets. So, not going to be doing any more, but... And then, of course, you know, units like Kefla, who are able to put out some ridiculous numbers as well. Definitely going to be looking good on these teams. Like we talked about in Glorio Showcase, just how ridiculous he's going to make some of these other units look. And yeah, the combination of the 2 of them together obviously going to be very, very strong. So let's go ahead and do this. Then we can grab those for you and grab those for you. So let's see. Of course, we're going to get supered straight away. Hopefully Vegeta should be able to tank this relatively well. I don't know how many times he's supered in like the first turn. Obviously, it should still count as well, right? Because the Vegeta's passive for getting the extra super is a character whose name includes Goku. So, I don't know if they... I don't think they'd make the Daima Goku not count, would they? I mean, I guess they could, but... Because, yeah, this could be an interesting rotation. Because he's on Vegeta's 200% leader skill as well. But I tried making a team build where you use Vegeta as the leader and the Daima Goku as the friend. And the crossover between their leads is just minimal. Awful, to be honest. But you could run, if you have your own Daima Goku, obviously, you could run him on the double Vegeta leads. And he would be looking very good. We're getting really bad luck with the passive RNG, though, unfortunately. That's 2 turns in a row now where in slot 2 he's just done an additional normal instead of an additional super. So obviously that is a bit of a letdown, but it is what it is, right? What can we do? That's the thing, I wouldn't give him like a crazy amount of additional in the hidden potential, but he definitely wants some additional, right? Because his best turn is going to be getting that additional from his hidden potential and then actually getting the the additional from his passive and then the additional from his hidden potential, and then everyone on the next turn's getting 123% extra attack, which is just insane. So yeah, use the domain here for UI Goku. Obviously this isn't going to help, actually no, it's super class and then Realm of Gods get the extra buff, right? So it's actually kind of interesting because then Glorio being a super class character is, yeah, getting the buff from this as well. Obviously Gohan is the enemy, but is getting the buff, but that's fine. Choose have Fierce Battle. Yeah, Fierce Battle and Shocking Speed. Okay, so we'll do that. Do that. In fact, if we do this, let's turn the animations off. If we just do this, it means that Vegito's not even going to get hit because we action break away the attack in slot 1. So, do that. You see everybody's numbers jump up because they're getting the support from Glorio. So Tech Vegito in slot 1, next to Tech UI Goku with the domain buff, the support from Daima Goku on the previous turn, the support from Glorio on this turn. 25 million as his initial attack stat, and then 17. Like, that's one of the things that I can't stress enough. Like, people, you cannot overlook, like, the insane amount of support that between these two they're giving to like everybody else on the team. People are going to be hitting some insane numbers. Like Tech UI Goku, mine's 55%. His initial attacks are not really crazy. It's going to be like the counters and everything, like post super, that really do the damage for him. But like, yeah, what is he going to do here? So we dodge the super, and then yeah, counters. For some reason the attack stat is actually like triple. It's like a weird visual thing. So he's doing 12 million attack stat counters here, which is pretty nice. Instant dodging, obviously we dodged the super, which is of course exactly what we want to happen in this scenario. So you Tech UI getting all the dodges. Man, imagine how crazy this turn would be if Tech UI was Rainbow. And then even Glorio here with all the support and the build up that he's had so far, starting off at 11 million. It's just, it's so crazy seeing how quickly his numbers jump up. Like normal stackers and stuff, they'll go from like 11 to 12 to 13. And his jump up by like 6 million at a time, or 7 million, 8 million sometimes. It's actually insane. Alright, so we should be new phase, so we can transform Vegeta here, get some extra links. Although I don't think we actually need to because of Kefla being here. Because yeah, that gives you Super Saiyan. Although I think you have Golden Warrior, don't you? So let's transform you. We haven't stacked a crazy amount, but yeah, see, now you have Golden Warrior. Let's do the active skill. The active skill animation for this Goku is actually insane. So let's do this. Okay, dude, that's so good. Quality animation. No crit, but again, like 55% level 1 links. I'm not expecting like absolute insanity out of these like active skills or anything, but that's still very, very good. And then we can go ahead and grab those for you. So should have a pretty strong turn here. Vegeta at 10 mil. And that's the thing, on like double Goku leads, you can run a really interesting selection of characters, a bunch of other Saiyans and stuff like that, and then just have Glorio on the team for that insane support. Because he doesn't even matter. Like, we did his showcase and we only had like 1 or 2 links active half the time, and he was still super, super impressive. So like Goku can definitely make the benefit of having the really good link partners, being in slot 2, doing some decent damage, and then providing that extra bit of support as well. And then you just have Glorio on the team doing what he does, as well as the ridiculous support. Like, man, we're gonna have some fun shenanigans making some team builds for these guys, that's for sure. So can we finally get the actual additional super for Goku? Come on. Hey, there we go. 19. So I mean, again, 55% level 1 links. And his second super is doing like a 20 mil, and now everybody has 82% extra attack support. And then there's the dodges. So Kefla 28 million here in slot 3. And considering we've been floating her, so obviously she's not been stacking as much as she could potentially have been. Yeah, she's a unit that's going to hugely benefit from all the crazy support on this team. So I think she probably, like, with the support, if you were running double Kid Gokus with Glorio on the team, Kefla, like, has been elevated. It's like all those units that got elevated back up a little bit because of how good the physical trio were. Like, there'll be units like that for this team, right? And Kefla, I think, is probably going to be one of them. Because, like, the ridiculous amount of damage that she's going to be able to do is going to be super good. Let's get this in the video. I haven't seen this for ages.
Take a good long look. This is the true power of Vegito.
Get the final Kamehameha if I hear from Vegito. Hey, with the KO as well. Look at that. Good stuff. Alright, so we'll get one last turn in here. But yeah, 55% Daima Goku. Seems very, very good. We got the support. We got the Vegeta active skill as well. Let's go ahead and use that. I was going to throw the animations off just so we can use it straight away, just so we can get that little bit of an extra buff for the turn. And then we should be all good to go. So we'll do that, and then do that. I won't hit the nose because I don't want to kill him with... Well, I don't think Vegeta would kill him anyway, but... Just want to see the damage for this turn. Glorio in slot 3, obviously giving the buffs. But yeah, Goku seems very, very good. Out of the two, I definitely think Glorio is better. The amount of like versatility that he has, it's one of those things. You could keep him on rotation to be a damage dealer because he can do a lot of damage once he starts getting off all those attacks. His post super defense is going to be really high. His dodge chance after supering is high, but like it kind of almost feels like you just want to be floating Glorio because of all that crazy support. Because even though on rotation his individual performance is going to be really good, that 50% for 3 turns is such a crazy buff. And then especially if you are running 2 of them. But there's the double super turn from Goku again. So let's see. I'm really intrigued to see what Glorio is going to do on this turn as well now, after the double super turn from Goku, who's now not dodging at all, which is awkward. And he didn't dodge that either. So how much does he take from this? This will be the real test, because this is where Goku can get caught, right? So how much damage does this do? Because we could die here. Double digit. Okay, never mind. So his post super defense is actually really, really good as well. So, because yeah, to tank that for double digit damage. Although he can be attack lowered. I don't know if they'd been attack lowered before. But yeah, this is where like units that can be attack lowered. Now Glorio's just going to fire off a bunch of supers that are all attack lowering as well. Not getting crits though, unfortunately. I did give mine some crit, but obviously mine's 55% level 1 links as well for Glorio. So without critting, he's not doing a lot of damage, but he's getting some good attack stats. He's now got 80% chance to dodge, so just dodges literally everything. And there you go. So that is Goku at 55%. He seems very, very good. Both the new units are really good. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. Probably shouldn't summon on the banner even though the units are good, but if you did, I hope you get good luck. Let me know how you got on down below, but let me know what you think of these diamond units in the comment section. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Master Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.